This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. Well, you may have noticed a little bit of snow outside.
You don't say. Yep, that's right. We are seeing our second snowstorm of just this week, and our Matthew Jurancic spoke to some residents about how they're handling the inclement weather.
Following the sleet storm in Maine on Monday, the state faced another snowstorm Friday. Luckily, this storm did not cause much damage. Officials said it was what they predicted.
We've been monitoring this storm all week, and so far, it's turned out to be exactly what we thought it was going to be.
Because Monday's storm brought lots of sleet and ice to the area, many residents took to their local hardware stores to prepare.
For this storm, it's hard to say. I mean, shovels mainly, but of course, people start coming earlier. Like last week, a lot of people were preparing for that one more so with the ice and the mixture, so salt and sand and scrapers like that. But today, I mean, a little bit more shovels.
Many people were out cleaning their cars and driveways. They told us this storm was much easier to deal with.
I think overall it's still been kind of mild compared to the years back when we used to get storm after storm. So far it hasn't been as bad as...
However, the storm did bring school cancellations, something kids took advantage of.
Snow day! Snow day! Snow day! Snow day!
In Bangor, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Feeling pretty happy.
I was going to say, that's one of the best feelings as a kid, getting that call or that notification from your parents.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going into school today, but you're going to have some fun out in the snow.
It's fun time,
yeah.
Indeedy. All right, well, with a little bit more on what else we can expect weather-wise, at least in the coming hours, let's get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Our first weather today is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. All right, we've made it. Our winter storm has arrived. It's been coming down the last 24 hours. We do still have some winter weather advisories in effect till around 7 p.m. tonight. And winter storm warnings, same story. So they are all about to expire as the snow is finally starting to move away out of the area. But really heavy snowfall fell, especially just south of town and north of Portland area. This little area right here was the sweet spot, and it is still coming down right now at a pretty steady snowfall rate. We do have visibilities that are pretty low right now here in town. Less than 2 miles of visibility here right now in Bangor. Same thing closer to Portland area as they're still getting some pretty heavy snow out there. So leave a little bit extra early if you have anywhere to go tonight. I know the weekend is just around the corner, so please stay safe out there, folks. Tonight, though, we finally start to clear up. Temperatures will be cooling off, and they will be hovering in the upper teens. Beth and Peter?
All right, not too shabby there. Well, another industry that clearly benefits from the white stuff coming down is our main ski mountains, and that includes our friends up at Big Squaw Mountain in Greenville. Although most of the snow hit southern and coastal areas, Big Squaw still got more than 4 inches of fresh powder, and for this nonprofit business, every flake means money for them to keep the mountain going.
You know, we got a really good base down, probably 18 inches of a good base, so it's really ideal conditions. We have a lot more snow in the short forecast, so it's only going to get better.
Well, remember that the mountain was almost sold last year, but when the sale fell through, volunteers called Friends of the Mountain took back over and made sure there would be skiing this winter.
Meanwhile, a big announcement was made at the State House in Augusta this week. The social media app TikTok will soon be banned from all state-owned devices. The Maine Office of Information Technology notified executive branch workers in a directive on January 19th that employees must remove TikTok accounts and the application itself from all state-owned devices by February 1st. The decision follows the federal government's ban of the app from all federally owned devices last year due to concerns over national security and user data. Christopher Wray, director of the FBI, spoke about the reason for the government's concern at the Ford School of Public Policy on December 2nd of last year.
Its parent company is controlled by the Chinese government, and it gives them the potential to leverage the app in ways that I think should concern us.
And according to the directive, the change does not apply to personal devices owned by employees. However, those who fail to comply with this change on their government devices may face disciplinary actions.
The American Civil Liberties Union of Maine has joined other ACL locations across the nation in an effort to call out counties using American Rescue Plan Act funding to improve correctional facilities. Our A.J. Douglas heard from both sides.
The American Civil Liberties Union sent a letter to the U.S. Department of the Treasury accusing municipalities across the country of misusing American Rescue Plan Act funds. The ACLU of Maine has accused Penobscot County of misappropriating ARPA funds by spending the money on repairs to the Penobscot County Jail.
ARPA federal funding is a particular source of funding. It is not a blank check for cities and communities. The ARPA rules that were promulgated, those ARPA rules explicitly do not allow funds to be spent on jail construction.
A spokesperson from the county commissioner's office says that repairs have been made to the facility, but the cost of a full renovation would be too expensive, which is why the county will build a new jail. The spokesperson added that the county has no plans to use ARPA funding for the construction project.
We're looking at properties to build a new facility. That is absolutely correct. That is the goal. I don't think the commission has been shy about that. I'm not shy about it. The sheriff's not shy about it. It's an absolute need.
Despite the county's efforts to partner with the city of Bangor to address affordable housing and homelessness, the ACLU argues all ARPA funding should only be used to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic.
The county has already committed and spent millions of those ARPA funds towards the very issues that the public has made known that they want done.
We absolutely applaud them putting money toward things like the library and for other community health-based initiatives. That is an excellent use of these funds. But that doesn't mean that another $1.1 or $1.2 million can go toward a use that is not what the ARPA funds were intended for.
Garvin says the ACLU is not pushing for funds to be recovered by the U.S. Department of Treasury. However, the organization would like for the Department of Treasury to hold municipalities accountable for appropriate ARPA spending.
We'll probably follow up with a letter to the Treasury to sort of, our response to the ACLU's allegations.
In Bangor, A.J. Douglas for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And still to come on ABC7 News at 6, our Craig Colson sits down with the Piscataquis County Sheriff to discuss the importance of community relations.
And as winter weather sets in across the state, certain Mainers are breathing a sigh of relief. We'll have those stories and more when we come right back.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get 1.9% financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Scudic & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit ScudicandBloom.com or call 844-SCUDIC.
Downey Unstoppables wants to use my face for their Super Bowl ad, but I haven't agreed yet. Because I don't believe it keeps your clothes fresh for over 12 weeks.
So he's going to sniff that until the Super Bowl.
Can it, Super Bowl puppy? This is my thing.
Over 12 weeks of freshness. You got to sniff it to believe it.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA Insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full-picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full-picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Making the time to be together.
Supporting local business.
Starting a college savings plan.
Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home. Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get 1.9% financing for 36 months on Rogue.
You're watching ABC7 Bangor.
Welcome back. During a time when so many law enforcement agencies are struggling to fill their ranks, there's one sheriff's office that continues to operate at full strength. Piscataquis County is one of the places where deputies enjoy a close relationship with the people they serve. The sheriff there thinks that's one of the reasons people still want to serve in that community. Craig Colson has more.
We have great people in this county. That's what I credit to us being able to fill our positions.
Piscataquis County Sheriff Robert Young first came to the area in 1984 to pastor a church in Garland. He ended up getting hired by the Sheriff's Department and has been working here ever since. He believes it's the support the department receives from the people of the county that makes the job so rewarding.
I can literally say every week someone will stop me in the grocery store or in the post office and just say, I want you to know we appreciate what you guys are doing. We have your back. I know that if I got into a tussle on the street today, there wouldn't be a bunch of folks standing around with cameras videotaping and cheering the other guy on. I would have folks stopping to give me a hand.
He says that support has surprised his deputies that come from other areas. He has about 50 employees in all between the Sheriff's Department and the jail. Sheriff Young says some employees choose to work here because they also enjoy the rural setting and recreational opportunities, all while serving their neighbors.
There was a time when public service was honorable and considered a valuable way to invest your life, serving the town, the city, the county that you're in. And I think as a culture, we've kind of lost that. I think that's one of the things that works to our benefit in our county that's still in play.
They'll blow out that wall over there, and
yes,
that wall will be gone.
The department continues to modernize. The county has approved plans to move the dispatching center from the jail to the former sheriff's home next door. The problem is all the bids came out much higher than was budgeted for the project. They're reworking the plan now and hope to put it back out to bid in the fall.
So we have, what they tell me is the only dispatch center, 911 call center, that's in the center of a secure jail. Yeah. It's an odd place to be.
In the meantime, the sheriff and his staff will continue to be there for the local residents and fighting the drug problem that can be linked to so many other crimes. He says it will take a change in our values as a culture to stop the drug epidemic and a lot of other crimes that stem from addiction.
Until we figure out why as a culture we want to keep injecting ourselves with poisons, we're not going to solve it.
In Dover Foxcroft, this is Craig Colson reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Well, as winter weather sets in across the state, some Mainers are breathing a sigh of relief. Our David Ledford has their story.
While not everyone enjoys shoveling out their driveway or dealing with a snowy morning commute, some couldn't be happier to see snowfall blanket Maine's towns and trails. For some businesses, Friday's storm is a sign of good things to come. According to Bangor Motorsports salesman Derek White, the lackluster season that Maine has seen so far has been difficult for snowmobile sales.
It's going to be great for business. It's been kind of hard, slow getting going, but still had a lot of interest, just waiting for snow. Our business kind of depends on that, and it's good to see some snow on the ground.
For Northern Outdoors, an adventure resort in Somerset County, the lack of suitable snow this winter has resulted in less business. The resort offers cabins, a brewery, snowmobiling, and more. But the decrease in snowmobiling in the area compared to last year has caused President Russell Waters to issue refunds for trips that were planned months in advance.
We have been calling people and saying, don't bother coming. We've been issuing cancellation refunds for the last 2 weeks.
For snowmobiling enthusiasts, the fresh snow is welcome, but bittersweet.
It's a relief. It was late in the season. We really needed to have more snow sooner, but better late than never, I guess.
Walters explained how important the winter activity is to both his business and community.
Frankly, without a snowmobile season, without snowmobiling, this business would not be viable. And so, the 30, 35 or so year-round staff that we have would be without jobs. So it's that critical.
In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
That's why you can't help but be happy that, we got a pretty decent shellacking overnight because, like he said, it's not just a matter of, I didn't get to go skiing yet. There are jobs and sectors of the economy that depend on plenty of the white stuff falling. So it's here. There's more on the way.
Yeah.
Good news.
Yeah, a lot of businesses depending on that snow, so it's great to have it, and it's also fun to just have and play in and see. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, a Lemoyne girl who this week successfully applied to her town board for permission to have a pet unicorn. Well, now she's making some plans to bring home that magical pet.
And in sports, Ellsworth guard Chance Mercier scored his 1,000th point this week. We'll take a look at what he's meant to the Eagles these past few years. That story right after the break.
Find meaningful work in direct care and improve the quality of life of others.
The right personality and character traits, in my opinion, to be a DSP is kind, caring, and understanding.
Visit caringforme.org to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Y'all feeling lucky? Luke Combs here with the new Living Lucky with Luke Combs Scratch Off. It's your exclusive opportunity to win the Living Lucky with Luke Combs prize package. You'll join me in Nashville for a private concert at the Ryman Auditorium in 2024, where one lucky winner will have the chance to walk away with $500,000. When it rains, it pours for lottery players who enter to win the chance of a lifetime.
Play Maine Lottery's Living Lucky with Luke Combs Scratch Ticket and enter for a chance to win.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, hybrid, or fully electric. Brand new 2023 Kia Sportage, Sorento, Soul, Forte, and more. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway or the affordable Sporty Forte with 41 mpg highway. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, the best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Find meaningful work in direct care and improve the quality of life of others.
The right personality and character traits, in my opinion, to be a DSP is kind, caring, and understanding.
Visit caringforme.org to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Earlier this week, Ellsworth Jr. Chance Mercier reached his 1,000-point milestone in a win over Foxcroft Academy. Right now, Mercier and Ellsworth are vying for a second consecutive trip to the state championship game, and the standout guard has been a constant force for the Eagles over the past few years. Ryan Sudall has more in this week's Hardwood Spotlight.
You think it's a dream, right? And you don't think you're going to accomplish this, but when you really work, you will.
Ellsworth Jr. Chance Mercier scored his 1,000th point this week. Just another signature moment for one of the area's shining stars.
He's one of the hardest workers that we've ever had here. You know, he works year-round, he lifts year-round, and he plays year-round.
Mercier was thrown into his leadership role after fellow 1,000-point scorer Hunter Curtis graduated. But he's taking that in stride, even as a junior.
I'm a leader. I got to have a great attitude every game, push each other in practice. We're going to lead each other together.
Well, he's very positive to his teammates. That's the way he leads. He leads by example, and he also leads by, communication.
With the skill that Mercier shows off night in and night out on the court, he only further fits the bill as the Eagles' top guy.
You can't slow him down. He's just relentless on the boards. He's relentless getting open. He handles the ball very well. So he's just one of those tough guys to guard.
And even from a young age at Eagle basketball camp, head coach Peter Austin saw the makings of a future superstar.
When he came, it was either in 5th or 6th grade. I knew then he was going to be a special player, and I knew when he was probably in 8th grade, he probably would have made our team if we had 8th graders.
And Mercier helped lead the Eagles to a regional title as a sophomore last year, but they would fall to Yarmouth at States. This year, they're unbeaten at the top of B North and aiming for the promised land.
Actually, we got 14 guys that can come out and play hard every night, and I think we got what it takes to get after that gold ball.
In Ellsworth, I'm Ryan Sudall, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you for that, Ryan. It's certainly been a blast watching Chance these last few years. And we have another busy night of Friday Night Fast Break coming your way as well. Ryan is out and about right now watching a few Class C North games. And despite some cancellations, I will be over at Ellsworth where the Eagles take on the Hawks from Herman. We will have both Husson and UMaine Farmington games for you as well. So tune in at 10 and 11 for more. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Happy Friday to you. Our main weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives one full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks. The nice car and truck people. All right, if you like any outdoor activity, especially snowmobiling on the snow, this is your time. We did get a nice layer of snowfall on the ground. So if you have snowmobiles or you like snowmobiling, this is your extreme sport. This is your time. This is your sign to go out and enjoy all of the snow as the weekend is pretty much around the corner and conditions are definitely starting to improve right now. The snow is finally starting to dissipate, moving out of the area. We did have some pretty heavy snow earlier today, several inches of snowfall here in town. But north of Portland, that was the big winner. There were places with close to a foot of snowfall. So yes, it is still snowing there and it's still adding up to those snowfall totals. But this is pretty much moving out of the area. Now Boston is getting in on a little bit of snowfall right now. Temperatures around the freezing mark there. So not really accumulating on the ground, on the grassy surfaces and stuff like that. A little bit of rain, same thing, just offshore. But most of this is starting to weaken, so it's pretty much going to be out of the area tonight and then into the morning hours tomorrow. All of our advisories and warnings will be expiring very shortly, so nothing to really worry about there, as most of this is going to be gone. And then by tomorrow, we'll see a couple peaks of sunshine, and then weekend looks pretty good. We're going to be in the clear, but then round 2 arrives Sunday night into Monday. Once again, we're going to get 3 rounds of snow. This was the first one. We have another low pressure system moving in, another nor'easter that will be moving in just 48 hours. So we're looking at maybe another dusting of snowfall, maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch in some spots with this one. That's going to be into the overnight hours tonight. Tomorrow we're in the clear. Then Sunday night, we get more snow on the way, and this one's going to be interesting. That rain and snow line's pretty much going to be right by town, maybe just south of Bangor area, and then the coast is going to get a little bit of snow, but here we might get several inches of snowfall. That is very, very likely, so we are looking at possibly winter storm warnings that will be posted within the next 24 hours. Temperatures today, though, we're hovering slightly below freezing, so all that snow that fell is sticking around. It is very slick out there. Roads are all iced up. I was driving down, walking around, just looking on the ground just how slippery it really was out there. Winds are also blowing at around 15 miles an hour, gusting close to 25 in some spots, so be careful there. Tonight, though, like I said, we'll have some improving conditions, snow showers early, and then we start to clear up later overnight, especially into the morning hours. Tomorrow, though, another nice-looking day. Sunshine will be the big idea. Tomorrow, sunshine, temperatures close to freezing. Same story on Sunday, though, as our extended forecast outlook does show that next low pressure system moving in Sunday night into Monday, then Tuesday into Wednesday. We're finally in the clear. Beth and Peter?
And Sunday morning is going to be frigid.
Yeah, it really
Wowzers.
is. Yeah.
All righty. Well, still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Mad Cat & Company in the North Brewer Shopping Plaza invites you to host your next event with us. We are much more than just a bar. Our event room is designed to host any type of event, formal or casual. Family gatherings, birthday parties, corporate parties, club meetings, fundraisers, or weddings and receptions. We've got you covered. Our open floor plan can adequately seat 100 or more people, and we can assist you with food, drinks, and entertainment as well. Call or visit our website today.
Right now at Label Shopper, all the designers you love are at even lower prices. Save 50% off. Stop in today and save an extra 50% off at the Label Shopper Winter Madness Sale. Label Shopper, great clothes, great prices.
What I've learned over my 17 years in pharmacy is that every medication has the potential to affect every person differently. That was evident with my own mother. The medications were hindering her ability to think quickly. It did feel a little premature to stop driving, but it was the right thing to do. My message to Mainers would be never doubt the potential side effects. Talk to a loved one about your ability to drive safely.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
Tonight, America deep in debt. So what should lawmakers do about it? How long will the showdown go on? With so much at stake for you and your family, more Americans turn to the #1 program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally, tonight, a follow-up to a story we first brought you earlier this week and have continued to monitor. A Lemoyne girl who applied to her town council for permission to have a pet unicorn went before the council last night, and now she is making plans to bring her magical pet home. We just couldn't help ourselves, folks. Last night, the Lemoyne Town Select Board voted to approve 5-year-old Brielle Hamer's application to have a pet unicorn after a discussion about responsible unicorn ownership, of course. She was even gifted a a handmade unicorn in celebration of the approval. Now, we talked to Brielle and her mom Taylor today, and Brielle tells us she is excited to bring her unicorn home and is, of course, making plans for how to properly care for it.
I am gonna put it inside its barn with its blankets and its food, and it'll sleep there for the winter nights. And on the not so cold nights, I'll let it sleep up there. And on the very, very, very cold nights, maybe we can use Baxter's kennel for it to sleep in.
Sure. I think only in a small town are we fortunate enough that, you know, a group of adults can have the time and honestly the generosity to take a little girl's request like this seriously and give her the opportunity to sit down in front of a board and, you know, learn about the process. We're so incredibly fortunate that we have the board that we do that was willing to entertain the whole process for her.
She loves unicorns because they can make rainbows and they have healing powers. She says they'll have to travel to a place called Mystical Island to get this unicorn. And then she asked her mom if Saturday would be a good day to make the trip. Not quite sure how you get there, but at least the weather's looking clear.
Yeah, it is. You know, I've learned a lot about unicorns in the last couple of days.
Indeed,
have
all of us.
I've learned that they make rainbows, they consume rainbows, and now they have healing powers.
They have healing powers.
That's pretty incredible. So, great.
I can understand why she wants one. Who wouldn't?
I want one too.
Yes, indeed. We all do. Brielle, we're going with you to Mystical Island. It'll be fun. Don't worry.
Yes.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us, folks, from everybody here at ABC7. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.